Well, let's take this outside, see how it does in the wilderness. Hello everyone, this is Charles BridgTec with another sneak peek flashlight review, this time on a Nitecore MH25S. Now this is an all new, brand new, soon to be released model. Comes with a lanyard, and there's a clip in here as well as one O-ring. You get a Type-C charging cable with that, get a holster, and you also get a RC123A adapter, so you can run this on 2 of those batteries. Let's take a look here at the holster first. Very nice quality metal D-ring on there, and see how this here that holds it to your belt, same thickness as the holster, so that's going to provide a good hold of your flashlight. Got a quick release there as well. Open-end design, so you want to be careful with that. Could scratch up the bottom of your light, not a big deal. A little lining there on the inside. Alright, now let's go ahead and take a look at the light. There it is. A lot of heat sinking on here. It's going to help with run time. Good size light. Tactical use. Or side switch here, everyday carry. It's got some knurling here. Not real rough on that, but there is here, as well as on the tail cap, tail clicky. Now this is a complete kit, so it does come with the battery, and these are always great to get before everyone else. Now we'll take a look at it here. Now the style and design on this is very nice. Got the Type-C charging port there. It's going to rapidly charge the battery at 2 amp, so that's going to be nice. If you use a 3.0 or 3.1 USB charging adapter or port, you'll be able to charge this a lot quicker. And the machining and finish on this is excellent. No issues. Yeah, I'm not seeing any issues here. Now sometimes they will make some changes to what you're seeing here from what they do release as a release candidate later on, but you get a general idea on what they're going to be doing with this model. Alright, so now let's go ahead and take a look at the deep smooth reflector. Now this is running the luminous SST40W LED. There we go there. Alright, so now that we've gone over the flashlight, I'm going to go ahead and post on screen now the specs on this light. Now this also, as you're looking at those specs, this puts out 1800 lumens on the highest output. Really nice. You can achieve that using the included battery. You can run it on the 18650 as well as this adapter here with the two RC123 batteries. Now if you need more time to read those, go ahead and pause screen. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get this open and see what's in. Well greased threads. There's the tail spring there. And you have to remove the little protection piece here. Here's the battery that it comes with. Comes with a 5,000 milliamp. This is a 21700 cell. This is a protected cell. My understanding it is a 20 amp, but I think it's only a 15 amp on the protection here, which is plenty enough for this flashlight. There is a spring down on the inside, so you can run a flat top. If you have extras on hand, you can run them in this light, which is nice. Now let's go ahead and go through the UI. Now the UI is straightforward on this. So you're just going to activate the light there. It is on. See? And we're going to turn it up here a little bit, go through those light outputs, show you the beam. Look at that. Really nice. Large hot spot here. Very little bleeding around the edges. Look at that cutoff on that spill. Same light output from this very tip of my fingers all the way almost to the hot spot. And that's very usable. It's going to be a little on the narrow side there, as you can see, but no biggies. And we're going to continue to go through those light outputs. Back down to the lowest light output. A lot of light coming out of here. I can feel the heat from at least a foot away or more. It's intense. Now if you do want to get to the special mode, you're simply going to press on the side switch. We'll get you strobe. And that is a variable speed on the flash, and that is very distracting. And now you can simply just click on the side switch again. Goes back to the last light output. It does have memory mode on this light. If you want to use it as tactical, put it on the highest output and use it as a pressure action if you want. Quickly do it if you want, or press and hold that in, half press and hold, full press to keep it on. And that's all there is to this light. Really simple, easy design. Really can't express how much easier it is to use on a light. There are a lot of lights out there that are programmable, but they can be difficult. Sometimes you don't get it right, or if you accidentally hit too many times on the side switch, you end up going into another programming mode, then you got to start all over again. Here, just simple on and off, go through the different light outputs. It's real simple. Press and hold for strobe is really nice. Now I want to see if this will also memorize strobe, and it does. So nice. So if you're a police officer, law enforcement, and you need something like that, definitely a big plus. And again, goes back to the last light output. Alright, well now let's go ahead and put the clip on here. I use the clips more than I do the lanyards on my smaller lights. I tend to not drop them as much. Again, the lanyards are really a nice size. Now you can have it two ways, two different places, here, or you can flip it around. Same goes for that. And I'm going to end up putting it here. There we go. I always pocket carry my flashlights down in the pocket. Got some flexibility here, as you can see, so that's good. Alright, well, let's wait no further. Let's take this bad boy out, see how it does in the wilderness. We are out here in the darkness with the Nitecore MH25S. Sneak peek of this bad boy. Go ahead and get started. Water spout, 35 feet. Faintly making that, as you can see. Great for up close on this light output here. Definitely a nice combination beam playing with this earlier. Alright, let's go to the next level. See how it does. Yeah, not bad there on that light output. There it is on the fence, kind of give you an idea. More of a combination beam here. 65 feet to that tree from where I'm standing. 35 feet again to this water spout. And it is making the tree of life 138 feet. You can see there. Alright, let's go to the next level here on the tree of life. See how it does. Come alive. Been really cold here. It's about 30 degrees. And suffered a lot of property damage. We had some really bad storms here. It's actually the first night I've been able to get out. And a lot of cleanup, a lot of high winds. It's just not a good way to start out a new year, I'll tell you. But I'm here, got the lights, gonna get caught up here for you guys. Weather doesn't look bad. Looks like it's gonna get some kind of cold vortex or something coming, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go to the next level here. See how it does. Nice. Combination beam, look at that. Fence line, tree line, look at that. Easily see across the park to the playgrounds. A little hazy out tonight, not bad though. But it is cold out here. Before and after on this level here. Alright, look at that. Really intense hot spot on this. Making those palm trees, even with this little slight haze out here. Really puts the beam into focus on what it's shooting out there. 238 feet to that tree behind the tree of life. Making those trees way out there. A lot of light output on this. This is going to do real well for just about anybody. Making those playgrounds across the park. There's the second one. Yeah, that looks really good. So, alright. Hope you enjoyed those night shots. Okay, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed those night shots. incredible performance from this light. It's got some very nice throw, especially for its size. I mean, it's literally the palm of your hand. It's got a good battery that comes with it. It's going to give you good run time, and you've got nice throw without having to wait. Now, there are a lot of dedicated throwers out there they're huge in size, and you'd be surprised after about an hour carry that thing. It'll take a toll on you, especially if you have a strap or backpack like I do sometimes. It will get heavy if you had to carry that in your hand. You're going to get some good size arms after carrying that quite often. But something like this is easy to carry, and it's got that very nice throwing range. Again, that luminous SST40W is very impressive. I've worked with it on another model of theirs, and it is impressive. This here does get pretty warm on the 1800 lumens, so it's going to cycle down. I didn't see it too much in my night shots because it's 30 degrees outside. Now, it may not always be that way where you live, or if your weather changes to summer. Of course, your run times are going to vary, especially when they're sensitive to heat. Other than that, I don't see any issues with this light, so I really hope you enjoyed this little sneak peek. Nitecore gives these to me every once in a while, well ahead of time, to kind of feature them on my channel, to get some spark, some interest into the light, and get people talking about it. Now, I want to thank Nitecore for sending me this to review. Now, again, I will leave a link down in the description. It's going to be to the nitecorestore.com. When it does become available, I will leave my discount there as well, but I'll only update that when I get that information. Well, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please share, like, and subscribe. That way I can bring more of these sneak peeks from Nitecore to you in the future. Thanks for watching. Take care.